Hello, welcome into this mystery reading. I'm Molly, the Quantum Leap Queen. Thanks for joining me on this reading. These readings are a timeless resource for you to come utilize whenever you need some extra nourishment in your life. So trust that if you found this video today, there is a message here for you. I'm going to set the intention, as always, to give you the best messages that you need to hear today. And I'm going to start with the Pause Tarot today. So, what are we looking at within this group? I have the Queen of Swords. Ooh, nice. I have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Oh, I love this combo already. You are taking back your power and you are becoming the Queen of Boundaries. You know, whether you're a guy or girl doesn't matter. You are at the point where Nine of Wands reversed, you are not needing to prove yourself any longer. You don't feel the need to justify who you are, the decisions that you make. You don't need it to make sense for someone else. You are really coming into your own lane and you are creating a solid reality based on now your boundaries and your standards. So I just see you up leveling, and yeah, like because of what you are deciding boundary wise, like who you have around you, like you know what that looks like in your life. It's bringing in like such potent energy for you to then create the reality that is more aligned with you. It's always like the universe is yes and. So whatever we agree to within our minds, within our perspectives, within our vibrations, that's what it's then giving to us. So we have to take radical responsibility for that. And I see that you are now, like something shifted in you where you were like, I just really need to stand on business and just not care again. Like I really think the caring is basically out the window at this point. And I really don't think you are caring what other people think, at least not for long. At least you like come back to yourself. Truly, you've been doing a lot of mind work, mental work, and perception work, identity work. And so that's what I see right off the bat. Let's see what else, what other messages are here for this group. I have the Nine of Cups and the Devil. Okay, yeah. I think you're this way because there was a relationship, could be a parent, partner, boss, friend, you name it, that was overly selfish and a tad narcissistic. I just see them as, how do I say? They're definitely the center of their own universe, but it's more egoic. They're more about power trips, mind games, stuff like that. So you had someone that you were intimately connected to that had these qualities, and it was kind of like they just sucked all of the light around them and never returned it. So that's what I'm seeing is you just dealt with a person that was very self-centered in an egoic way. And I think you gave to them because you wanted approval from them. There was some kind of love or respect or something between you two, and you just wanted to be accepted by them. And I think that's why these first cards came out so strongly to say, like, you're no longer caring. You're no longer trying to be accepted by people. You know, you are really... like, honestly, you can be so thankful for this person because they really set you up for such a good, solid foundation within yourself. And that is including now your standards and your boundaries because they're different than they used to be. You are different than you used to be. You definitely gave a lot to this person in this relationship, and they were used to you just being a steady, consistent supply for them, an energetic supply for them. But I think you've definitely changed your ways about how you see yourself and how you see other people for the better. Truly, you've taken back your power. You were giving away your power in this situation, in this relationship. And now is a time where you are reclaiming that power. I have the Four of Wands on the top of the deck. Wow, and the Ten of Swords. You really had to go through an egoic death in order to come back to yourself in a new way that is really grounded and really lasting. I think whatever happened, it was like, I get such heartache when I am feeling into this energy. It was like you were betrayed or stabbed in the back, or it was like you finally realized, like, no matter what I do, this person is not wanting to even understand my point of view or be on the same page as me. They are so stuck in their world and they are so stuck in ego. I think you recognize all of that. They're playing games with me. They're doing the mind tricks. And you just said, okay, I see it now very clearly. I can't ignore it any longer, and no more. And then the Four of Wands is here to say this commitment to you has really solidified. I really think you are choosing yourself so deeply now. So I just want to see you for that and acknowledge you for that, because it's not easy. You definitely had to die and be reborn in a sense to get to this place of, okay, I'm really choosing me this time. I'm not going to lose myself in another person or relationship. And I really think that's going to be your standards from here on out. So it's going to be funny. The people that really aren't meant for you will fall away. And the people that are, they will find you. It's all about vibration, and your vibration has changed now. You are more clear within yourself, and you have more self-respect that you've cultivated through this time. Okay, what else? What else can I tell you? I have the Three of Pentacles and the Empress, which is also number 3. So we have 3-3 right here. And I just feel like, I'm just getting such alchemy from this card. You don't feel like in a rush. Like in general, you do not feel rushed. You feel like really divinely in the flow, and that things come to you. The Empress does not chase, right? She definitely is attracting. You could be feeling very much like your divine feminine has been nurtured. Again, whether guy or girl, it doesn't matter, but you're nurturing yourself, and you're not, let's say, chasing in a way that doesn't honor you. With the Three of Pentacles, you're really trusting the process. Like, I see it as your thought patterns have become more positive, I would say, in general. And I think because of that, because of the work you've been doing on your perception and your gratitude and like your vibration in every day, which is simply your emotions, your feelings, like how do you feel? That has been radically changing, and I feel you like really trusting yourself and life. And I'm just getting this feeling of like you're not in a rush. You're like more present with yourself than you've ever been. And you're just really trusting the process. You know that like what's meant for you will find you and come to you in the perfect time. And same with what's meant to leave you. It will leave in the perfect time. So you are just really content where you are at, and you're really becoming a master at just being, just existing like the Empress. So I see that. Okay, any final messages from the tarot before we move on to some oracle? Okay, so I got the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Eight of Swords. And I just feel like this is talking about that person that you left behind that really was the egoic, selfish. They portrayed themselves to be really together and like they have it all, and like they won't admit the reality, like their reality. They won't admit it. They won't admit what's really going on underneath the surface. They care more about how they're perceived and the approval of others. But the fact that the King of Pentacles comes out in the reverse says like they are not all that they claim to be or that you see on the outside. In fact, they're a little topsy-turvy, and it's not rooted in anything real and solid. And so for the Eight of Swords, it's going to keep them stuck. This escaping of reality or playing smoke and mirrors with yourself and for other people keeps you stuck. You have to come to terms with the real stuff in order to move on. That is life, that is love, that is truth. And this person is ignoring their own truth from within. And of course, you're not going to grow. Like, there's a lesson here for you to learn. Life isn't going to move you to the next level until you have learned this lesson. And it will repeat it as many times as you want. You are an infinite being. We got all the time in the world because time does not exist. Everything is here and now. So this person, they haven't really moved, or there isn't much change in their life because they're not addressing their reality from a radically honest perspective like you have. And that's their choice. They have every right to do that. But for some reason that wanted to come out and be said about them, just so you know, they really won't progress until they get to the truth and the root of it. And they have the humility to look at themselves with honest eyes and then to make some changes. But that is their journey. That is not your journey. So let's start with some oracle messages. I'm going to read from the Rainbow Brain Skull deck first. What's the best message for this group? The ride ends. Choose arm position. Interesting. I haven't seen this card. Let's see. 47. None of this is forever. Enjoy it while it lasts. In the end, you will regret being scared and rigid. Take things lightly and remember the big picture. All things must pass. Interesting. I don't feel like you're scared or rigid. I feel like you've really taken back your power. But maybe it is a reminder to just remember to keep things light, because you've processed a lot to get to this point, and it can still feel like daunting, especially when someone betrayed you. I feel like it can take a while for the forgiveness to actually integrate. You can forgive them on a logical level, but on an energetic, emotional level, sometimes that just takes time. And so just to look at your life and your situation and the things you've went through with lightness, I think that will help, because yes, we are infinite souls. We never really die, but yes, in our human form, of course, our life is limited. So you got this one life right now that is the focus. And, is there anything that you can lighten up in your perspective about anything in your life, about that relationship we were talking about, or anything else, how seriously you take yourself? Just ponder those questions. Okay, let's pull from the Moonology deck next. This is the deck. I always have the decks listed in the description. And what is the best message for this group from this deck? Oh my goodness, this one went on the floor. Let's see. Okay. It's time to take action with the new moon in Aries. So that could be significant for some people, just the Aries energy in general, but time to take action. I do feel like because you've cultivated so much energy back into yourself, into how you want life to be, again, that perspective shift, the identity shift, now it's time to take your energy and to pour it into some kind of craft, endeavor, traveling, however that looks for you. It's time to pour it into something. I'm even hearing for some of you, you're such a deep alchemist that you'll take your pain and you'll transmute it into art or something that benefits other people. You aren't going to pass it on, that pain, to someone else, because you don't want anyone to go through what you went through, which makes you super powerful. But then it also makes you an artist and an alchemist. So I really feel the message is for you to start creating with that. Give yourself the credit and the curiosity to just create something. Ask your intuition. Maybe you already know. If you don't know, ask. It's really that simple, but I really think that will be a nice outlet, a nice vice for you to channel some of this energy now that you have cultivated this powerful energy of the alchemist. Okay. Let's pull from the Animal Oracle next. That is this deck. What's the best message from this deck? Oh, we got two. Okay. One is Unknown Gift, and then one is Surrender to Receive. Okay. Yeah, let's take a deeper look. I'm going to start with the Unknown Gift, the bird singing. This is 41. Okay, the Unknown Gift. Nightingale of Paradise. The Nightingale card comes when you have a profound gift that you are not currently aware of. A great endurance of difficulties leads you to unveiling the diamond within. This card is a gem to receive. Feel honored. There is no other card that foretells such bounty. This gift is beyond your wildest dreams, and you possess it. Your gift is something that every cell in your body yearns to self-actualize. It is one of your most exciting and fulfilling purposes. This card is not about fixing anything or giving you the perfect solution or guidance to a current obstacle. You receive the honor of this card when grace allows you a small knowing that there is an as yet undiscovered talent within. It may take months or years to reveal this gift, but it is there, and it will come to you as clear as the noonday sun, something your truest self has always longed to actualize. Nightingale's medicine has a special message for you. You are being asked to endure time and uncertainty, for you are still in the night season, little one. Soon you will understand, and you will be able to share your gift with the world. But you must wait, as there is a reason that your gift's greatness needs time to actualize in the material realm. Beyond this, it is too mysterious to explain. Please be patient. A reality of yourself beyond your current depth of awareness awaits you. Keep the faith. You have no idea how much the wait will be worth it. Get excited for the immensity of this gift. It is very big. Yes, it is. And it's so funny that we had this time to take action, and we were talking about putting your energy into some, some artistic endeavor, because you really don't know, but I think you do. I think underneath, there's a possibility that you're already catching on to the vibes of what this is, and especially since it's like the bird singing or whatever. It could be vocal related, could be actual singing. And it could just be speaking your truth, telling your story. It can look so many ways, of course, but you definitely have uncovered gifts going through this hard time, dark night of the soul, losing yourself to come back to yourself. I know for me, I didn't know I had psychic intuitive gifts until I went through my heartbreak. Truly, it woke me up. It really, I was in the dark and in the depths, and that's where the gifts were. And I found them, and I explored them. And now this is what I'm doing. So you never know. And you truly, when you alchemize, you get to turn, I don't know, it's almost like you get to turn shit into gold. Truly. We are so powerful and so magical, and you are just at the beginning phases of this new identity and lifestyle and life, truly, that you're going to be living. So that's what I feel. And then the surrender to the receive, I really think that is what you're already doing. You are letting go layer by layer. So it's just a reminder for you. You don't have to do more. It's just about like releasing, surrendering, asking, everything that the divine feminine is that we were talking about before. Like that is your best advice at this time. Okay, lastly, I'm going to read from or pull from I Create My Reality. What's the best final message from this card? Nice. It says, happiness is balance. It reads, I am empowered by happiness. Being happy goes beyond simply feeling pleasant emotions. It is proven that keeping your mind in a joyful state for 24 hours, avoiding anxiety or anger, improves your mental functions and keeps you balanced. When you are in balance, you are in power. When you keep joy in your heart, you open yourself to great possibilities and growth, even in difficult moments. Be focused, be happy, be balanced. Yeah, and I think that's what you're starting to do already a lot within your minds, within your reality. One sec. So, I also don't think that's something to rush, but it's just something to notice, like naturally how when you're moving away from this person and this chapter in your life where you were giving away your power so much and you're coming back to yourself now, it's like, okay, how can I even be in more gratitude or like have more uplifting feelings throughout my day? It's literally like a practice thing. It's a muscle thing. Truly showing up day in day, and like if you're ever feeling so crappy, like reminding yourself of the good things, of course. But also not bypassing it either. There's obviously a balance. This is all about balance. So when you're in the suck of sucky emotions, it's good to just be there with yourself. But don't spend a really extended period of time going over the same thing again and again and again. Find yourself some relief, find that balance, and keep training yourself. Again, it's like a muscle. The gratitude is like a muscle, and looking for the positive in your life is like a muscle.